Alright you guys, here we go. Got some stuff laid out on the floor. Pulled it out of the boxes, buckets. Still got some miscellaneous BMW screws, oil cap, bags with more bolts that are labeled. Pretty much everything I've pulled out of here, belts and stuff. Everything I've pulled out of here was mostly 5 Series stuff. Had a 530i with a bad engine, and we grabbed another motor from the junkyard and replaced the original motor in that 530. Pretty much made one good motor out of both motors, and there was a lot of spare parts that ended up in a bucket and up on a shelf. So we brought them down from the shelf and show you guys what we got here in case there's something here that would be of help to somebody. Lots of different coolant hoses. None of these coolant hoses are leakers. Customer just went ahead and went with all brand new ones for his peace of mind, but there was nothing wrong with these. Several different, you can see upper lower radiator and some of the other cooling bypass hoses to the heater hoses and whatnot. I don't know if y'all recognize what this is, but this is also to the cooling system. It's like an electronic water pump. It helps pressure, boost pressure, cooling pressure. Over here we kept the back of the alternator housing because of the air induction on it. A lot of people like those to modify their personal alternator that doesn't come with that. My buddy was doing a sound system and he asked me for one of these so he could add some cold air and keep his alternator cool. And then I've just seen these break on perfectly good alternators, and you have to replace the alternator because the plastic on the back got damaged. And so these always come in handy. We got some tensioner pulleys, tensioner and pulley. They're spinning good, not making any noises. That's off of the back of the motor. Heat shield by the exhaust, just more heat shields. It's a water pump pulley. Inner outer tie rods. I believe the inners, no, they're still, sorry. Yeah, they're still nice and stiff. They were all nice and stiff. So I don't remember why I think his just looked a little cleaner is what that came down to. Then we got intake. This. Alright, so here we got this intake manifold. Show you here. No cracks, no issues with it at all. The fuel injector's still on it. Any of y'all know about these BMWs and these fuel injectors. You know that right there is worth some money in itself. Check valve comes into the side of the intake. The disvalve, whatever they call that. Idle air control valve for it. You got 3 coils left. The other 3 weren't good, so I didn't keep them. We had them numbered, so we knew which ones were bad. And it was actually 1, 2, and 3 that were acting up, and it went ahead and replaced those. Oxygen sensors. This car had no check engine light for oxygen sensors, so even though these are used, believe it or not, they're good. This is the positive battery wire that comes to the top of the intake for jump starts. We got a complete engine harness, uncut and undamaged. All your pigtails are there in good working order. So there's your engine harness. And then this one is part of that one. And I don't remember where this one came from, to be honest with you, but it was in the bucket. Looks like a 3 series, not a 5 series one. Anyways, we got a dipstick tube, oil pickup tube. I think that is the alternator AC bracket. And we got the oil filter housing. Now these are, yeah, it has all the sensors still attached to it, and they're good also. These are notorious for leaking from this back seal right here, and they drip all down the side of the block. This one still has the seal in it. I wouldn't trust that seal. Those seals are pretty cheap. I've replaced it, and we still got, sorry, I'm not a left-handy. I don't think we kept the filter in there. No, we didn't. No, it's just the lid. Keep that sealed. And then here we got the 6-disc CD changer. And this one was actually working, so I kept it. Went ahead and unplugged it the correct way. You know, cut wires, kept the mounting bracket for it, and they went with the aftermarket stereo system, so they just simply didn't have use for it anymore, and that's why we decided to keep that one. Never know when somebody with a factory good radio has a CD changer that's acting up. A lot of people are simply missing the loadable tray on the inside, and that'll eject when there's power connected to it. I don't know if any CDs were left in there or not. The new owner of that will find out. So just to give you a little quick glimpse, that's what we're working with. Anybody interested in any of this, have any use for any of this, feel free to reach out to me, man. Not here looking to get rich, just hoping to keep some good parts, still doing some good work in somebody's car for them, for a fraction of the price of what a lot of these cars parts would cost new. Anyways, thank you guys for your time. God bless.